Hello YouTube! It is normal to feel unhappy sometimes, happens to everyone, but it's possible that you are doing certain things to invoke this feeling in you. You may not even realize that you are making yourself unhappy sometimes. Let's take a look at a few of these things, and once we're done, try to ask yourself sometimes whether you do any of it to yourself or not. Number 1. You try to neglect or to forcibly change your feelings. When you get the feeling that something's going wrong in your life, you begin to doubt your feelings. You ask yourself various questions like, is it normal to feel this way? Why is it so hard? Why does nothing make me feel any better? And so on. Life is a roller coaster consisting of ups and downs, and you need to realize that having unlucky, difficult, or even dark times is normal. Just like it's absolutely normal to have negative feelings during such times, and whenever you're consumed by sadness, don't wonder if it's normal or not, it is. Don't panic and don't try to force yourself to stop feeling this way. Let yourself feel what you feel, and it will allow you to remain yourself, to analyze your genuine thoughts and feelings. This is about passing through the negative emotions, overcoming them. By trying to erase them or substitute them with something else, you will be merely lying to yourself, and it could make the unhappy period of your life last unnecessarily long. Number 2. You always presume the worst. Well, some people are just pessimistic to the bone, you know? They always presume the worst possible outcome no matter what happens. Even if you are not one of them, you still might feel this way sometimes when you are feeling bad. A member of your family didn't contact you as promised on schedule. That's it, must be a catastrophe, a car crash, a murder or something like that. Or perhaps your romantic partner isn't responding to your calls. That's it, they must be cheating with someone else meanwhile behind your back. Well, I hope you get the idea. The thing is, whenever a person feels happy, they, on the contrary, tend to presume the best in any situation. They do not hurry to come to negative conclusions, since they understand that it would only cause premature sadness, wrath, and disappointment. Always give everything the benefit of the doubt. You can always take your time to get disappointed later on if needed. And if you are dissatisfied with your current life, just start troubleshooting. That will allow you to feel more in control of everything and thus to worry less. Instead of thinking that something could happen to the person and reflecting on it, try to put yourself in their shoes and remember all the possible reasons that could prevent you from contacting them similarly. Doesn't seem as dire anymore, does it? Number 3. You live in the past. Did you ever repeatedly replay all the same problems and situations from the past in your head? A fight with a friend, an argument with a romantic partner, trouble at work, whatever. If you're holding a grudge and can't let go of the situations from a distant past, you're most likely stuck in this very past, replaying the record over and over again. Remember, you need to live today, in the present, at this very moment. It doesn't mean you're supposed to forget about the past forever, and it doesn't mean that you're not supposed to think about your future at all. But it's important to realize there must be a balance between the past and the present in your mind. Sometimes, in order to keep going, you just need to move on. Yes, it's not always easy, but it will definitely let you make the current moment of your life a happy one. Number 4 is believing that you can only be happy once your dream is fulfilled. Remember, your happiness isn't determined by your surroundings, but rather by what is going on inside of you. Who do you think is happier, the person that decided they can only be happy upon becoming a millionaire, or someone who believes that the biggest happiness is having a dinner with family? Yes, having grand plans and high goals is always good, but if you start associating happiness only with your possible future success that, let's be honest, may never come true, then you will never find anything to enjoy in the present. Instead, try to find something you care about right now, at this very moment. Number 5 is that you constantly compare yourself to other people. Well, many of us like doing it. You could compare yourself to some famous MMA fighter and feel like a total weakling compared to them. Or you could compare yourself to an acknowledged scientist and feel like you can never be as smart. But what you need to realize is that you and these people live in different worlds in a way. Unlike you, they've put an enormous effort into whatever they are so good at nowadays. And while you may lack certain talents and achievements that they have, perhaps they, let's say, can't cook at all while everyone praises your food. Or maybe they are lonely people who struggle to make bonds with others while you have lots and lots of friends. We are all unique in our own way, and comparing ourselves to others too much is just pointless and unhealthy. You can't be exceptionally good at everything, it's just impossible. But if you really want to become great at something, well, just work on it instead of constantly wondering if you can ever be as good as that guy you saw on TV. Eventually, quantity will definitely turn into quality. Remember, not a single person in the world was born famous, and no achievement was reached without a lot of work. Number 6 is that you believe every single thing crossing your mind. The possibly surprising thing right here, it's wrong and unsafe to believe every single thought you have. Sometimes our brain is just messing with us, and we can think about some things we don't really believe in. For instance, suddenly feeling worthless or hopeless, or suddenly doubting your friend or a loved one. Emotions, anxiety and fear make us think about the unnecessary negative things. Happy people don't believe whatever crap their brain would randomly produce. Sometimes, if you take your time to calm down and think rationally before doing anything reckless, you will realize that your previous idea was just absurd. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? And finally, number 7, you spend too much time with unhappy people. You are always the sum of people you spend most of your time with. If your friends are the constant source of negativity in your life, perhaps it's time to find more positive ones. When it comes to the friendship that has lasted for years, it can be difficult, of course, but you don't really need to cut them off completely. Perhaps you should just spend less of your time with them, or maybe you could even tell your friend that it wouldn't hurt if they tried to be a little bit more optimistic. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to press the like button. And if you want to get more content like this, it would be nice if you supported our channel and subscribed. Have a nice day, and remember, stay red-pilled.